Today, I expect, or would like to expect, no empathy from what I would like to talk about today. Because I'm just going to be alone. I'm going to be alone on the issue. Even though some men would relate or whatever. But regardless, I'm just going to talk for me. So, I am incredibly horny. And it's bugging the shit out of me. And I've had a big problem a majority of my life with my own sexuality or whatever, right? I watched all that pornography when I was younger, jerking off every single day, 1, 2, 3 times, right? Thinking that it was all right, watching all that stuff. Here I am in my adult life. I'm in love with my girlfriend, very much. But there's an issue that I've talked about many times between me and her. Right, my insatiable fucking thirst for novelty in my sexuality. Right? This is a big problem. I'm in constant confliction. My nose is stuffed up right now. It's kind of annoying. Maybe I'll try to do some nasal spray real quick. I should have done the proper preparation, but it is what it is. I will get back on it in a second. There we go. All right. Let that work. Anyways, this morning, or just last night, right? Just having a barrage of sexual fantasies, like ridiculously. Just a lot. I'm just going to talk about my struggle. Just talking about my struggle. And, I didn't jerk off or anything, but it was real hard not to. And, I guess what's my whole point of even bringing up any of this or whatever? It's like, because this is something like, oh, boo fucking who, you can't control your dick, right? It's such a marginalized male problem. This whole issue of cheating and pornography and social media, just this constant barrage of sexual shit. How hard it is for a man to get sex, right? Or at least for me. It's not as hard now, but it was, and it's still very difficult to be intimate for me. It's very difficult. And there was this comedian that even brought that up or something that I guess I kind of relate to. He was like, yeah, it's really hard for a man to actually have sex, right? But whatever. I'm going to speak about my own difficulties again. There's a lot on my mind. There's a lot of issues that I've had with sex throughout my life. Like not getting hard and all this kind of stuff. The whole pornography addiction in the first place, right? That was the beginning of most of my problems that I didn't even realize I was going to have when I had real intimacy. And I'm still dealing with that. I'm still, quote unquote, recovering from all of that. And I'm trying to deal with it. And on top of that, I have all these problems with my girlfriend that also get in the way of sex, right? And if I even go get with some other woman, if I'm still in my relationship, there's a lot of problems. It's still very difficult. And I'm thinking about a lot. I'm thinking about staying hard, right? It's hard for me to actually enjoy sex now. It just is. And it's like, oh, well, that's because you're with the wrong sexual partner. I'm like, it's a lot deeper than that, Then I'm just with the wrong woman. Like, yeah, whatever. There's so many things that actually go into sex other than, hey, listen, I want to fuck other bitches, right? And my girlfriend is having a real hard time accepting that. There's so many other aspects that go into sex other than That's the only problem is I want to have, no, there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems. And yes, there is an incredible misunderstanding of male sexuality because men don't want to be honest about it. The majority of men don't want to be honest about how they are and how they're not always thinking about their significant other when they're having sex or jerking off or something, and how much they actually want to have sex with other women, how much they're flirting with other women, how much they actually just keep fantasizing about it. The daily barrage and the pressure to be a good man, right? Because the male sexuality is incredibly demonized. It just is, in my opinion. Yes, you have your minority groups of polyamory. Fuck them. I don't care. All right, I'm talking about the majority of shame that I have felt throughout my life, right? It's not like I've always been, hey, I just started talking about this, but I always felt it, right? I'm just saying the pressure has always been you get married, you have your kids, you're monogamous, and then everything's fucking sunshine and rainbows. All right, that's just it. This is what I need to be doing. I've been feeling that pressure. All right, I've been feeling the pressure of a lot of goddamn things, and I especially feel the pressure right now. I do. I feel a lot of fucking pressure. There's a lot of things I'm not talking about on here, and it's whatever. You know, it is what it is. But I just want to talk about how I'm feeling. The struggles of Matthew being a man and whatever I think that means, right? Yeah, it's just difficult. It's just difficult. And I don't know, like I said that right now, it's been 7 minutes. I don't know where else I would like to go. But I guess I could talk about my anxiety. You know, I'm not going to stay on topic, and this whole entire goddamn video is about the male struggle of how I need to control my dick and I can't fuck all these bitches like I want to. That's not what I want to talk about the fucking whole time. All right? I have a lot of anxiety right now. Lots of anxiety. I would like to talk about my relationship a little bit, because that is what's definitely bugging me right now. A lot. So, why am I so anxious? What is making me so anxious? So I haven't really been trying to address the problems inside of my relationship. I'm ignoring them, right? And now I'm starting to feel like a hypocrite, right? Because what do I like to do? Tell everybody that they're full of shit and they're not addressing their problems. Well, guess what, Matthew? Guess what? You're doing the same goddamn thing, and you are becoming the people you hate. Because let me be honest with myself. The problems that I've been addressing, right? They're on a broad scale, on a big scale, and they're easy to tackle. I mean, they're not easy, but like my whole point is, the focus ain't super me. I'm talking about society and how fucked up it is and blah, blah, blah. I want to change that kind of stuff and my struggle living in this fucking modern era. Whatever, right? Like, this is what I'm talking about. But what about my relationship, right? I am neglecting it completely. I wouldn't say completely, but like a good amount. I definitely am. Because I can't deal with it. I can't. I cannot. I can't deal with the pressure. I don't know what to do. Like usual, right? I don't know what the fuck to do. I say I'm anxious, but I'm like, okay, I'm scared. And I'm like, what am I scared of? What am I scared of? Oh, my girlfriend leaving me, or me leaving her, or we just don't work out together. Is that what I'm scared of? Right, I'm just going to talk in that particular context for right now. You know, is that what I'm scared of? is a very hard question, because there is absolutely some point of anxiousness I feel inside of me, but I can't really identify it the best right now. Is it a fear of uncertainty? I mean, sure, but I don't think it's that simple, right? I don't think it's that simple. Okay, I get it. A little more now. A great fear of loss, right? I have never in my life experienced a great loss of a person that I love. I've never gone through that in my entire life. Never gone through it. I lost my dog, right? Which was, of course, incredibly painful. I had him for 14 years, 14 and a half years. You know, he was there the majority of my adolescence. So, that was the greatest loss I've ever experienced. I don't know what it is like to really, really lose somebody that I love. Like my parents, my brother, my best friends, right? And my girlfriend. I don't know what it's like because I love my girlfriend very deeply, extremely deep. And I've only briefly felt the pain of her not being in my life, right? But what is that pain? What is the pain of the quote-unquote heartbreak? What is that to me? What is so painful? The loss. It really does suck. It really sucks a lot. And it's so painful, the heartbreak, right? It's so painful. That I can't feel it. My brain. So I actually want to go over a little something. I think like 2 weeks ago on a Friday, right? Me and her almost completely broke up. Right? We almost completely broke up. I was about to walk out the door. Because it was so difficult to deal with. And I didn't. I was really close though, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't walk away from her. And I remember I was right there at the door. All my clothes were packed that were at her place, right? I was about to leave. 3 years. And that's it. We were done. I remember I hugged her for what I thought was the last time, and then I just lost it. Crying like a motherfucker. Absolutely devastated. Crying as she was holding me, right? And I was crying for a good hour or something. I don't know how long it was. But it was one of the deepest pits of sadness that I've been in a long, long fucking time, right? And I kept saying that I want to cry, but I can't or something. I can't. And then all of that got let out, right? And it was the worst shit ever. And I'm like, what is that? What made me cry so heavily? And this is the hard part because if I start trying to think about it, right, I could potentially start crying, because how do I identify the emotion if I don't actually go there and think about it? You know? It's hard to, I'm just avoiding it. I am, because it's so heavy. And I'm like, do I really want to bawl my eyes out right now before I start work? Hey, listen, I'm going to be at my first stop in probably 25 minutes or so, or I don't know, traffic's pretty fucking awful this morning apparently. That's how long it's going to take. It's going to take a while. And then I got to work. Because I'm in my truck, right? This is not a particularly safe environment to release the emotions in which I'm talking about. You know, it's just not. And alright, hold on, let me take some water, because I just, I'm still kind of like sick or something. I got this fucking cough. Anyways, I don't, and then I just got to keep being honest, right? I don't even want to deal with it. You know, I'm making a video, right? At first, yes, I would like it, but it's all relative, actually. It's all relative. The reason I even brought up I'm horny and want to fuck a bunch of bitches, all right, because this is the main reason that I'm about to lose my girlfriend. Because I can't control my dick, right? And this is why I said it's marginalized, and it's just chalked up as you can't control your dick. This is what a majority of women say to men like me or something, right? You're just thinking with your dick. I'm like, this is where I get so defensive and very angry. And I've come up with the analogy before. I'm like, listen, and this is why it's so difficult for men and women to connect. Because the honesty is a motherfucker to go through. I've made the analogy before, right? I'm like, hey, you know that desire to have kids and be pregnant, right? That I think, you know, women feel on a large scale. I feel like there's more women that want kids than there aren't. My whole point is that desire is so strong, right? Extremely strong. But the problem is having babies doesn't really hurt nobody, right? You know, on the grand scale, we're meant to reproduce, right? It's not that painful, women having babies. But men, with their uncontrollable dick syndrome, going around fucking a bunch of bitches, cheating and all this kind of stuff, that hurts. That hurts a lot of people. And I'm not advocating for deceptive behavior. I'm advocating for the honesty. But the honesty is pain. It is. It just is. A lot of men feel like I do, but a lot of men they don't deal with it, or simply I'm doing it ass backwards. And I've said this also. I fell in love too early. I fucked up, quote unquote. I need to go sow my wild oats before I settle down, right? Oops, I met the wrong woman on my journey. I met the wrong woman. Because she just happened to be so goddamn amazing to the point where I'm in love, but I still want to fuck other bitches, right? And now here I am. I have a grand desire to be in love. Absolutely. I want to love a woman. I want to be with a woman on a long-term basis. I think as of right now. But I also have a grand desire for novelty and other connections with other women. There is this inside of me, right? I have it, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon, in my opinion. So here I am, at war with myself, right, is what I love to say so goddamn much. I'm at fucking war. Conflicted like a motherfucker. Not knowing what the fuck to do on a daily basis. And I'm like, hey, listen, I'm talking about this right now on here, right? Oh, God. Gross. Anyways. I'm talking on here about this right now, but it's, who gives a shit? And that's what it feels like. Who gives a shit? Because I remember even that one woman, I ended up talking to her again, the one that I had the whole tiff about with all the words and the giving power to words, this woman, right? I had a conversation with her last Thursday. And this is the thing, like when I start talking about this, oh no. Oh God, hold on. Wow, she started calling me. My girlfriend started calling me right now. Because Why did she start? That's so weird. I mean, is she okay? I hope she's okay. Send me a text saying that you're alright. I hope. I don't know, that just fucked up my whole everything, to be honest. She don't ever call me that early. That's weird. Alright. Let me think. What do I want to do? Well, you know what? She called me. This is important. I'm like, I like to make these videos, right? Instead of talking to her. Sometimes, right? I need like this other outlet because I'm having a very hard time talking to her. Extremely hard time. I can't talk to her right now with open honesty, and I can't. It's too much to deal with. I can't deal with it. And that's the fucking thing. She just sent me a text. So what happens if I try to... Can I look at it? Well, only if you are not at work, but in your truck. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. She wants to talk when I'm only in my truck or something, right? Oh, okay, anyways, I guess let me try to get back on track. Fuck, man. And now I feel the anxiety creeping again because I'm like, oh boy, what are we going to have to talk about? And I keep, you know what's the fucking bullshit? My best friend's about to join the military, right? And he's also going through kind of a crisis with religion. And he's kind of losing his religion right now and asking a lot of questions. Blah, blah, blah. He's in a tough spot mentally. And I always say, you got to face the music eventually. Right? I'm saying this to him. I'm so easy to give advice to somebody else, right? On some shit that I think they're going through. I can't do it to myself. I can't. I can't give myself advice right now on what to do. I don't know what the fuck to do. Oh, I gotta face the music, right? You can't run away forever. That's not true. You can. People do it all the time. People run their whole fucking lives into something. Always. You're always running away from the suffering of humanity. You're always fucking running. I'm running right now because my grand suffering is a fear of loss, right? Trying to avoid the grieving process. And I've even said this before, it'd be so much easier if my girlfriend would just die. And this sounds so fucking fucked up, but no, this is real. If she just died, I can't do anything about it. She is gone, and that is a fact I have to accept. She's not coming back, right? But if we break up, she's still alive. She's still alive. And there's time that I know I'm not spending with her while she's alive. That is a whole different level of pain, in my opinion. You know? I'd rather she die than know she's alive and I'm not spending time with her. It's worse in my opinion. It just is. I'm like, oh, I can't say. Yeah, I can. I'm going to say that. That's exactly how I fucking feel. And I've even said that to her before. Knowing that you're alive and I could be loving you for some time, right? But we ain't because we can't be together or something, is the worst shit, in my opinion. The worst goddamn shit. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with her not being here. Even though it's really starting to feel like that's what's going to happen. You know, and then here's the thing that keeps me from absolutely losing my shit right now. There might be a time me and her just take a break of some sort. And I go do all my fuckery. Honestly. Right? And that's the worst part is I consider it fuckery, not just who I am. I go do all my fuckery. Because it's not good. It's not good. It never has been good, this promiscuity or whatever. I'm not even promiscuous like that. I'm not trying to fuck 10 bitches in a fucking week or something, right? I'm not. I don't want to. I don't have the time or energy to do so. I don't. You know? I don't. But every once in a while, yeah, I like to just feel another woman's energy and presence and sexuality. Yeah, I feel that. It's there. I have the desire. That's what I mean. It's like, yeah, maybe I should just stop and take a break or something. But she's even said to me, like, hey, if we just take a break, fuck it. Completely fuck it. And I'm like, I can't deal with this shit very well. I just can't. I'm doing my best. But having a real hard time. Real fucking hard time. I'm like, what do I call this video, right? I like a title. I always like to think of a title of this video or something. Oh, I'm lost. Fear. No. I don't know. I don't know what I want to call this. But I feel that. It's like I'm avoiding those emotions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, and the only reason I'm avoiding those emotions is because when I was a kid, I didn't really deal with my emotions. They weren't catered to. And yeah, wow, I guess that's really true. I'm like, the heavy, real ass emotions, the fucked up shit, my parents didn't deal with that when I was younger. They didn't. I dealt with it all on my own. I never had a healthy expression of emotions. It was never safe. I never had a safe haven to express them. It's always just been with myself. Because with this heavy amount of emotion that I feel like I'm avoiding, right? For some reason, I want something or somebody to hold me while I'm going through it. You know, not literally, but like just like, I want to feel safe, but I'm not. I'm not safe. I don't have that. You know, I don't. I have a humongous fear of rejection, of the heavy shit, right? Because again, it's real easy to show the surface level you and get rejected a whole lot. And I've already gone over that problem. On the deep level, I've never been rejected. On the deep level. Never gotten this close to somebody and then gotten rejected. You know? It hasn't happened in my life. And that's the thing. If me and her break up, I have no fucking idea what's going to happen to me. And I don't want to know. And I guess I'm like, yeah, is that just the fear of uncertainty? Right? I think people, right, there's this whole thing too. There's cancer patients that are like, hey, that was the best thing that ever happened to me. Right? It made me whatever positive spin they want to fucking have on it. But I'm like, okay, good could come out of quote unquote bad, right? I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't. I don't want cancer, and I don't want tremendous heartbreak. No matter what positives I end up getting, I don't give a shit. Just like I don't want to lose my legs. I don't want to lose my arms. I don't. Because, you know, hey, maybe I will find that wonderful goddamn perspective at the end of the fucked upness that's going to happen to me. And I'll have wisdom to share. I don't give a shit. I don't want it. I don't want the heartbreak. I don't want cancer. I don't want to lose my limbs. I don't want to go blind. And then try to find the positivity in the negativity. I'm not in the mood. I don't want to go through it. But here I am, again, thinking that I'm a hypocrite. Because I call everybody out on their own bullshit. Right? But what about my bullshit? What about mine? What the fuck am I doing? Telling everybody they're all full of shit. Yes, me too, right? I'm full of shit. I'm full of fucking shit. It's real easy to point out other people's goddamn problems and tell them what they need to fucking do. What about me? What do I need to do? Face the music. I don't take my own goddamn advice. I'm avoiding problems just like everybody else. Because it's real hard to address all that shit. And you don't know when, and you don't know how, right? I don't know how. I don't. I just don't. I'm not sure what the fuck to do. And once I find a location in which I can talk to my girlfriend, I'm not looking forward to that conversation at all, whatsoever. Not one bit. I don't want it to happen. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to say everything right now. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to address what the fuck is going on with us. I don't want to. Because it's fucked. It's absolutely, unbelievably fucked. And this is the problem, right, that I'm dealing with. And people have these problems. Now, not mine in particular, but just this level. There's always shit you're thinking about, right? On the back of your mind that you don't want to address. I feel it. I feel it deep inside of myself. I'm about to give a presentation. I feel like it's high school, right? The nervousness. I'm not sure how to conquer that fear yet. I don't know how to. I haven't figured that out. I don't want to have that heavy conversation. That requires a lot of energy, time, and attention. Well, if you're going to be in a relationship, you need to address the problems that you'll have. I know. Right. Everybody's full of shit. Fuck them all. Fuck all of you motherfuckers. You ain't talking about your real shit. Yeah, I'm not either. I'm not talking about it. You know what I did yesterday? And what I've been doing, right? Got home, played Halo, wanted to play Halo the whole goddamn evening. Because who wants to talk about that fucking shit? Not me. Hey, welcome to the club of the people you said you fucking hate, right? Well, how are you going to get out of it? I'm trying to address it right now. And does it feel good to be able to say, yeah, I guess it does. Yeah, sure. It does. Trying to just address that. Yeah, it's fucked up. I don't want to deal with it. Am I, as I'm talking about it right now or whatever, I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's not even happening. So what am I tripping about? Well, it will happen. It will happen. I will have to talk to her. I can't just, well, hey, I'll just block her and never talk to her again. Like, that's not going to do anything. Right? It's just not. I can't talk to her. It's crazy. It's crazy. I never thought that would get to that point. That I'd have this hard of a time communicating with her. I don't know. My relationship's hard. It's very hard. Very, very difficult to deal with. I know I've been like repeating myself for the past, like, I don't give a shit. I need to. I need to repeat myself. I need to say the same goddamn thing over and over again. You know what? We're gonna go do this first. Straight up. Because that's not open. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, I guess you know what? Fuck it. I'm waiting to turn. I don't want to say anything else. Until. Goodbye.